All right, y'all, today is September 20th. Let's check and see if we got some more chicks. At this point, if the brown and blues haven't hatched, there's a good chance they won't, but I'll give them one more day for the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. So hopefully we got some more white ones that have hatched or are still gonna be hatching yet today. We are now up to 50 chicks, so we'll see if we get some more white ones hatching. They've still got some time. Nothing on the brown and blue though, so I do have that one green egg that was 3 days behind the others, so I'll wait a little longer for that one, but I just don't think we're probably gonna get much more past that. The pigs are living the little swamp I made the other day when I left the hose on. See that bucket's leaning pretty good. Hopefully they don't knock that over, but still too wet to fix it. Howdy y'all, today is September 21st. As you can see, the brown one is cleared out, cleaned out. I am really disappointed in these white eggs though. Every single one that I checked, I can see really clear because it's a white shell and they were all fertilized, but just not a great hatch rate there. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 in there that have not hatched. I'll probably give them another day, but that's a bummer. And then over here, we have one cute little cheeky chick that hatched today. And this was on, remember that one I wrote the number 3 on because I put it in 3 days late. That was, I swapped it out for one I could tell wasn't fertilized. And we got a cute little chick out of it. So the rest of these, I'm pretty much calling done at this point because even the late ones already hatched. So only 2 browns didn't hatch. We have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 blues that didn't, so not too bad. Let me get this little guy out here and give him some friends. Howdy y'all, today is September 24th. I can't remember if I even recorded yesterday or not. My phone was full and wouldn't let me take any pictures or videos, and I didn't have time to delete stuff, so anyways. Most of yesterday I just spent deep cleaning the barn. I have the farm party coming up this week, or this weekend, so just mostly making the farm look a little more presentable, but other than that, nothing too crazy with the animals. I think I'm at 52 chicks. I haven't heard anything from the middle school to see what their final number was. Last I heard was 8. They only did a dozen, so 8's probably what they ended up with. But anyways, lots to do today. It was raining all day yesterday, which was great. So everything's nice and wet, watered really good. There's a lot of things I need to do, so just gonna get on it. Doesn't look like much from this view, but basically deep cleaning everything. So the refrigerator is really nice and clean. All around the trash can's clean, the shelf's clean, everything's washed. It looks really nice. All this, even stuff that kind of got just on the ground's clean. I cleaned the whole toolbox, got the top down. Up here, just clean the windows, clean all sorts of stuff. My neighbor is starting a barn over there, so that'll be fun to watch. I think it's gonna be pretty big because he has a lot of equipment. So yeah, I got some mouse traps set here. I don't think I've been having too much luck. I've got a lot of the party supplies that needs to move over here. There's just a lot that still needs clean. I have some random winter clothes I need to do something with. I clean the refrigerator. A lot of this equipment's gonna be setting out during the party. This here, since I'm not going to have this video up before the party, there's one of our props for it. I'll give details later. So I still kind of need to clean all this area up, get all the incubator stuff cleaned up and done. Didn't need this yet. I need to condense these bugs. I got to do some work on these shelves over here. They're really not too bad. I mostly just throw random things up there, but once it's actually put away right, it's not bad. But the chicks are doing good over here, growing, looking cute. Y'all have no idea how many times this mannequin has jump scared me. I turn around, I think there's someone there, or I'm walking in, it's dark, and flip the lights on and see that. Oh my gosh. But I will give it away a little bit. because once again, this isn't going to be up before the farm party. But the theme this year is a murder mystery. So this is the third year. The first year was just a scavenger hunt. Farm warming party is technically what it was because it was my first year. Second year was Survivor. I still have some mementos from that over there, the 2 teams. And this year it's a murder mystery. So basically people just have to figure out what happened and who the murderer was. So just a different theme this year. We'll try to switch it up every year, but I've had a lot of compliments on Survivor. So Survivor was a lot of fun, but it was a ton of work on my end. So we'll see, but it's always fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Made a lot of progress today in the barn. Downstairs is pretty much done, minus one shelf. I did have a few chickens get out earlier, and they're not smart enough to get back in. Are you confused? Here we go, open the gate. Come on, it's okay. So they got out earlier. All those little grain spots there, that was just to lure them back in. There's a hole in the net, so it's a bit of a pain, but let me lift this up. Come on, chickens. Probably take them a little while. That one Sussex might figure it out. You coming, girl? Getting dark. I don't think you want to spend the night out here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on. Net's up. Go to bed. I got places to be, things to do. No, come over this way. Over here, you see this net? You see this wide open net? She's the last one. The other 2 already ran in. Almost. Almost. So close. Under the net. Oh, really? We'll play that game. Chicken. If you just want to get eaten tonight, that is an option. Well, I'll stand here for a couple minutes and she'll eventually go under. Maybe right now. Literally just walk under the fence. My goodness. Struggling. Alright, well at least she's up, so. I do need to move this net probably tomorrow night after I move the coops one more time. They do still have room, but for the farm party, I don't want this net in the way of people walking. I did give them a full tub of mealworms, beetles, all that stuff, and they completely cleaned it out. I still have several tubs left of them. The chickens just absolutely love them. They demolish them very quick. But that was just one of those projects that's much better in the wintertime when I have nothing going on. Compared to summer, it's just too much going on. As far as those coops over there, still got to take some plastic off just so it doesn't look as trashy. Did do some weed eating in the pig pen, so that looks all nice, but things are coming together. Howdy y'all, today is September 25th. We are doing our second honey harvest. They want $9 for 3 of these flimsy signs. No way, y'all. That is crazy. Tractor Supply wasn't a complete bust, at least because the feed barn was right next to it. So I at least picked up the pig food that I had ordered because I needed to get that before the weekend anyways. Get over here because it's kind of windy. But I really just wanted a bunch of caution electric fence signs because of the party this Saturday with little kids walking around and people not familiar with the farm. I really don't want to turn off the fence for the pigs because I don't trust the pigs enough. I am going to have that gate open so people can go in and pet them, be up close. Plus it's also kind of part of the murder mystery game. So I want to not have to worry about the pigs getting out, but I also don't want people getting zapped by the fence. So I can make a whole heck of a lot cheaper than $3 a sign. So I'm just gonna litter that fence line with them just so everybody sees it and nobody gets shocked. Six electric fence signs for a fraction of the cost. Probably make a few more of these. Next on the to-do list is some garden work. I have not done garden work in a really long time. I basically just kind of let it go. As you can see, the pumpkins, since I planted them later, have done fine. I haven't looked at them in a month easily, and no squash bugs. Those are done, which is a good feeling. The watermelon, the second row there, it did take off, and we do have watermelon off, which I'm impressed. This little bit that I tilled up, the radishes came up good, a little bit of lettuce, some beets, some kale. Not great, once again, I have not paid attention to the garden that much. And then this row here was my second planting of cantaloupe. As you can see, they all died. So I'm just throwing everything in a bucket here, slowly cleaning up, just so it doesn't look as junky. Watermelon was getting a little bit too much water. We finally got some rain, so I'm just gonna spend about an hour out here picking up stuff that doesn't look that great. Popcorn's looking nice, it's drying out good. Probably ready to pick that here in a little bit. The loofah's doing really good. I have some, I can show you real quick, that is starting to dry out already. This stuff is just so prolific. You can see how many are in here. It's over here where I've seen them starting to turn. Find a good one. I think most of them are toward the end that I saw. Oh, here's some. There's this nice brown one here. If you squeeze it, you can feel that the inside isn't really touching the outside. So it's slowly shrinking on the inside. That's the spongy part. We have some that are kind of in the middle of it. They're getting there. This one's pretty squishy, so that's exciting. You can honestly pick loofah at any time. I could pick them when they're, you know, nice and bright green like that. It just takes longer to dry them out. And I want to do as little work as possible because I already have too much to do. So I'm gonna let them just vine dry. As far as the popcorn, I haven't looked at it in a long time, but it looks really pretty. So we'll see. It's not real big ears on some of them, but some look nice. So this was a test run. I really like it, if nothing else, just for the aesthetics. I like having some corn growing, but we'll see once I harvest it how it looks. But it feels weird being out in the garden. I really just haven't been out here much, but these loofah are huge. I still got some cucuzzi. They kind of, because I had the cucuzzi down there and the loofah here, they both intermingled here. I actually did have some beans that I planted. Oh wow, it looks like they actually did come through. That's cool. Wow, yeah, I actually had a lot of beans. Huh, who knew? Like I said, I haven't really paid attention at all to the garden, so, well, I had beans. I still have some of this stuff. I'm surprised this kale came back. But over here, all these radishes, I'm gonna take those seeds. The peppers, those hornworms are chewing them up so bad. Kinda haven't looked at them in a while, but they're coming back. There's a lot of just junky stuff I need to pick off of them, so that way they look a little better. But garden's not half bad for me neglecting it for a month. I don't normally mow around the beehive with a bee suit on, but that north hive has been slightly aggressive with me. Not terrible, but they follow you a good bit. And this time of year they're a little more protective because they know the winter's coming and they really want to guard what they have. I've got a nice wide barrier for the bees here. It looks excessive. It is a little excessive, but I know I do have some people that are allergic to bees, like pretty badly. So that, and also little kids running around. I don't want them to accidentally run a little too close there. So let me grab some scissors so I can cut that off. A gorgeous evening, y'all. Got the farm all cleaned up. I'm feeling really good about everything. Ran through the whole murder mystery game. Still a little bit of work to do, but nothing overwhelming. So I'm gonna close this gate. I'm gonna have it open for the party. That's why I really don't want to turn off the electric fence. So anyways, I am gonna close it for the night. I'm surprised they're not running up here. Oh, now they're running. I don't have food, pigs. I don't have food, I'm sorry. Main thing I need to do is really just clean the upstairs of the barn now.